Alright, it's time for you to decide what you would do to solve the problem in this following scenario. Picture this. Valentine's Day is coming up, and Hershey's Kisses are becoming a worldwide phenomenon. You need to produce as many chocolate kisses as possible, and I mean as many. What do you need to do? How can you prepare for the apocalypse of the Hershey's chocolate that's about to ensue as the demand for chocolate skyrockets? Pause for a second and list as many things that you would need in order to produce a massive amount of Hershey's Kisses. Alright, hopefully you mentioned the need for getting the resources to make the Hershey's Kisses, with sugarcane, cocoa beans, aluminum foil to wrap them in, paper for that string thing that goes in the center of each of them, maybe even plastic for the larger containment of them all. Hopefully you also mentioned the physical capital investments needed, factories to make the product on a massive scale, processors for turning the raw sugar and cocoa beans into usable sugar, electricity and energy for melting the chocolate, assembly lines for the chocolate, trucks for transporting the chocolate. Hopefully you also mentioned workers for driving the trucks, running the machinery, marketing the product, and sales. As we begin investigating geography and looking at maps, know that maps are dynamic and the relationship that people have with the land and its resources transcend just the flatness of a map. When you look at a flat map, recognize that there are mountains that are massive and difficult to hike or transport goods around without proper roads. There are uncharted territories where people live. The terrain may look rough or be highly developed and advanced. In the same way, when you look at a little dot on a map for a city, I don't always think about how some of the largest cities in the world with millions of people living in that same location would actually look. All I see is a tiny dot. As we begin exploring maps, we need to recognize how geography impacts the way we live, the food we eat, how quickly we can access resources and education, and so much more. Maps are so dynamic, and while they're flat in front of you, we can discuss and recognize how much larger the Earth truly is.